Good day, yogis and yoginis. Namaste. Welcome to Yoga with Vic once more from the beautiful lake of Sonkul in Kyrgyzstan. I am at 3,500 meters of altitude, so if you're hearing me and I'm short of breath, you know why. So I'm actually going to do a flow that is slightly demanding, so you might hear me panting. So you will understand why, because it's quite an altitude. And yeah, the oxygen is a little bit less here. So let's get started. And because we are in such a place, this is a summer pasture. It's just full of cows and horses. There's a lot of horse riders. That's the culture here. So I'm going to do a lot of horse stance. That's going to be the basis of our flow and the theme. But we're going to start, as always, with a bit of warm up. So we're going to do a couple of sun salutations. The sun is really high in the sky. It's actually midday. It's pretty hot, but it's still, we're going to do some sun salutations coming up. Inhaling, going down, exhaling, forward folding. Inhale, hands to shins or two fingers to floor, and exhale. We're going to go feet to the back, go into chaturanga. You can use the knees, and then we come up. Inhale into a cobra or upward dog. Curl the toes, and we go up to a downward dog, lifting our hips. Let's pedal a little bit, use the back of the legs, make sure it's warm. I'm pretty warm here myself. And from here we're gonna do a big step with the right or the left, if you prefer, towards the front between the hands. We join the other foot. Inhale to flat back, extending the spine. Exhale to forward fold, hang the neck, hang the head. Inhale, coming up. You can arch the back a little bit if you want. And exhale, hands to the front of the chest, to your heart. Okay, that was one. We're going to do another one, a bit more flowy. So coming up. Inhaling, arch the back a little bit. Exhale, fold towards the ground, towards the floor. Let it all hang. Inhale, flat back, straighten your spine. Exhale, feet to the back. Let's go just towards the floor. Inhale, your favorite back bend. Exhale, curl the toes, hips high, downward dog. And let's go to the front, one step, the other foot. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, folding. And inhale, coming up, up, up high as the sky, and exhale, hands towards the heart. Okay, I hope you're still just getting warm up, and I am warm. So we're gonna go, because I want to see you, I'm gonna go to the left foot is gonna go to the back, and I'm going to open towards the horse stance, sorry. So we're gonna have the feet opening at like 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We're gonna go with the hips lower. Feel, you know how you feel today. So you can go lower, you can go higher. It's up to you. You might go lower as we proceed. From here, we're gonna start warming up also the upper body. So we're going to put the hands around the knees, and we're gonna drop the left shoulders towards the floor and straighten. So you're gonna push with your left hand, your left knee, like you're really pushing yourself away. Then we come up with an inhale, and we do the same with the right shoulder. We drop it towards the floor, pushing the right knee with the right hand, making some effort there, and feeling the shoulder. Okay, we're gonna come up, inhale, and flow it a little bit more. Exhale, go down, left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right shoulder. And mobilizing the shoulders, which are super important always. Inhale, exhale the left. And we're also stretching the sides. Inhale, come up. And exhale the last one. There we go. Wonderful, beautiful. We come up again, and you might be thinking, what about my legs? I'm feeling it. Yeah, just bear with me a little bit more. From here, we're going to do a little bit of a twist. So both hands on the floor, in the center. Let me go back, otherwise I'm really coming into the grass. And we're gonna lift, just put them right in the center. The other knees are still bent, and we're gonna lift the right hand towards the sky, making a big twist. And if you like it here, stay here. If you want to dip in a little bit more the twist, come with hand behind you. Try to reach your thigh. You can even grab it if you can, and twist, twist, twist as much as you can. And you should be relieving a little bit the weight on your legs because you're using the arm. Okay. We're twisting the spine here, mobilizing our column, our spine, our center. Okay. Let's lift again the arm if you hadn't lifted. We come to the center, and let's do the other arm. So now we're gonna lift the left arm up to the sky on a twist. Look up with your neck. If you prefer to look down, depends on the health of your neck. And then you can turn the hand and try to reach your thigh. Grab the thigh if you can, otherwise just leave it whatever falls. But try to twist your spine as much as possible from here. Feel it. Okay, we'll go back, lifting the arm to the sky. Let's go back to the center, and I hear you. Toes towards the front, straighten the legs, and here we are in prasarita. So we're stretching the back of the legs. We're gonna grab, now we have legs straight, we're gonna grab our hands behind us, interlace your fingers, drop the head towards the floor, and try to reach with your hands in front of you, ahead of you. Just mobilizing against the shoulders, a completely different move. But again, trying to get the whole body in motion and the joints all supple and nice. And the back of the legs, you should be feeling it now a lot because we're stretching the hamstrings. That's what you should feel. Okay. And we come up again. Oh, awesome. And let's do some more work from the horse stance. So we're going to open again, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So a little angle, 45 degrees, lower the hips. From here, we're going to do some moves, some lateral moves towards lunge. So we're going to move the whole body frontally towards this side, turning the foot on our toes. And we're going to come on a lunge. And because we're talking about horses here, we're going to do a little of an equestrian lunge, but we're going to use the knee. So you can relieve a little bit the weight. So knee on the floor, the foot comes flat, and we're going to do a little bit of an equestrian pose, coming up and stretching really, really well all this side of the body, the left one in this case. You can arch as much as you want, or you can stay straight if that feels too extreme for you. Or you can stretch. You will feel the stretch a lot in the hip flexor. Okay, breathe, keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Even if there's a little oxygen like here, you still have to breathe even more. Okay, let's go down. Curl the toes, leave the knee, and we're gonna go back to our horse stance. We should be quite up in here. And let's do the other side. So let's go towards the left side. Hands move around. We pivot on our toes. The left foot goes to the front, and we're going to put the leg on, the knee on the floor, flat foot. And from here, this knee should be at more at about 90 degrees. We can also climb on our knee if that's fine with you. And if you think, okay, I can go a little bit further, then come up with your hands. You can put the hands together or separate. That's very personal. And again, arch the back. And feel that stretch that you probably feel it from the fingers to the toes because it comes to all the right side, especially here in the hip flexor. Oh, and breathe. Enjoy that stretch. And slowly we go back, hands on the floor, grow the toes, lift the knee, and slowly we go back to a horse stance. And here we are again. And we're going to do another prasarita. So we're going to give a bit of a rest. Feet towards the front, straighten the legs, hands on the waist. Try to join the elbows from behind. So really puff the chest, a proud chest coming up. And let's go again. Down towards the floor. Hang everything. And then again, let's feel those backs of the legs. Stretching. Awesome. And very slowly with a big inhale, fill up your lungs. Come up again. Oh, that feels great. Another horse stance. Open the feet. Birth 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Let's lower the hips. And from here, we're going to do a bit of skandasana. So we're going to do, got mosquitoes and flying ants around here. We're going to do a bit of skandasana, so a side lunge. So we go towards one side. You can lift the toes or not, it's up to you. Or you can leave them on the floor, however it works for you. And you can also use the hands if that's better and you feel more balanced. From here we go back to the center, go to the left. Again, leave the toes, leave them on the floor, and tie it up to you. We're really stretching the inner thighs. Okay, let's go to the center. Let's flow a little bit this more. Right, center, left, center, right, center, and left, and center. One more, just as a present. Right, center, left, and center. Awesome. Let's straighten the legs. Again, another prasarita. This time we're going to go down, grab the toes if you reach, otherwise just hands in the center. And let's try to pull ourselves towards the ground, towards the floor. And again, straighten the legs. We're working all the inner thighs, the hamstrings, the glutes. So this is compensating. Okay. And release the toes. Come up again. We go again in a horse stance, opening a little bit the feet, 45 degrees. We're staying with the hips low. And from here, we're going to do a twisted lizard, which is going to be, we're going to go from here towards the left, putting the left hand on the floor, and then it's going to be a bit weird, coming with the left hand up to the sky. So here we're really stretching the IT band. It's quite an intense pose. And we're going back. We can put the knee on the floor. Just as help, we come here up to the top. And again, we go left hand towards the right foot, curl the toes. And we're going to drop the hip, the left hip towards the floor, coming up with the right hand. This is the lizard. It's a bit awkward if you've never done it before. Great stretch. Breathe. And then right hand on the floor. You can pick up with your knee if you prefer. We come to the center. We come to our horse stance. It's also called the goddess pose, but today's going to be the horse stance. And from here, we're just going to put both hands on the knees, and we're going to do a bit of a dance of what we did at the beginning, but just flowing it. So left, right, left, right, left, right, and left, right. We come up, keep the horse stance, and now straighten the legs, feet towards the front, prasarita, and the last one, we're going to put the hands on the floor. I'm going to go a little bit to the back, otherwise I'm coming out of my mat. And from here we're going to go down, 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 trying to reach with your head on the floor. And if it's in your practice from here, you can try the tripod stance. Sorry. If that's something that you've done before, please go ahead. I would do so, but this is so wobbly. I've got to say that the floor is not very steady. That I'm afraid I'm just going to be very, very wobbly myself. Okay, come up slowly on your hands, on your fingers, whatever works. And then with a big inhale, come up. And let's go back to the center. Put your hands in front of your chest. Breathe, close your eyes. Feel what you've done today. Your powerful legs, your powerful body that is there for you always. It's always supporting you, always listening to your demands and your claims. So be grateful for it. And I'm very grateful for you. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Namaste.